just that I'm so used to considering how my day has looked. It feels like it should still be morning because I still haven't gotten to work. And for me, like, morning ends when I start working, sort of thing. And either way, I'm gonna head to the gym right now. Today it's week 3 of my block. So basically how I train is I got 4 weeks of a training block, and then after that I go jump onto another 4-week training block. And so each block is basically like, it can differ a little bit depending on how far I am from a competition and how my training's looked and everything, and also how I perform. But usually week 1 is easiest, like a deload. Week 2 is like ramping up a little bit from that. Week 3 ramping up a little bit more. Week 4 I can usually like either equal my PRs, be very close to my PRs, or maybe like even sometimes hit a PR. Like that's usually how the outline is. So week 3 definitely means that it's kind of heavier, and because week 1 would be like really easier week of recovery, and week 2 is where I just like try to push and like ramp it up, but not too much, because if I ramp it up too much, then week 3 and week 4 are gonna get, I won't be in peak shape, and that's when I usually won't be able to hit anything close to my PRs. So by like ramping up equally each week, basically, I usually can perform the best. So I got my orange juice as always, and I'm not gonna blabber on too much because the clock is ticking. I want to be able to work for some time. I got some things I want to be able to do today after my session. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna head into the gym and see how much I taught you there. But I got squats, and so heavier squats, RP 8 single actually, so we'll see where it is. I started a diet and a cut, so that's not like a different, the body weight that I'm at today is like the same that I've always been in, but sometimes if I feel I've been bloated for quite a few weeks due to my period, and now I'm not bloated, so I try to like eat a little bit extra so that I'm bloated, because my belt doesn't fit me well if I'm not really bloated. So that's like the only thing. But if I don't feel like bloated enough, I'm just gonna shut this down a little bit faster, and then I'll be able to basically feel more bloated during the session, and then my belt fits a little bit better, which is just unusual when just when I lose some water weight, which can happen very easily because I easily hold on to water. Either way, with that said, I'll see you in the gym.
The Clover Kingdom. In this place where magic is everything, there lives one boy who was born without it.
I'm somebody who was born without a single drop of magic power.
His mission is to become the next Wizard King.
I'll fight and bleed all I have to. But I will prove that I can do it!
I'm gonna be the Wizard King. I'll prove it. I'll show them all.
Is my grimoire running late or something?
What? That's too funny.
Even if you're poor, you can still become the Wizard King.
The Wizard King? You're joking. Stop trying so hard. It's almost getting painful to watch. You possess not the slightest bit of magic in a world where magic is everything? Why, that makes you a rare and precious bird indeed!
If that's true, then...
This world is no use for someone like you, a poor magicless fool.
Commoner! Disgrace! Failure! Do you think I care if I fit in with you people? I'm gonna get results like no one has before! I'll do whatever it takes to prove you wrong!
You might as well give it all up right now! You were born a loser, you worthless runt!
Not yet. Not yet. It's not over. I'm not done!
This is what you've always done. You have a way of making the impossible possible.
Here's the thing.
I've been fighting an uphill battle since I was born.
If I gave up now, then who would protect them?
This boy, he's not like us.
Tell me, boy, what are you?
This boy is just like me. No, he's no beast.
The leaves of a clover are said to each contain one thing. In the first three dwell integrity, hope, and love. The fourth is given over to good luck. And in the fifth,
This one, he feeds on despair. He's a devil!
Even without traditional magic power, I will be the Wizard King! My magic is never giving up! Right here, right now, I'm going to push past my limits!
Hey, I'm gonna need backup over here. Asta?
Captain Yogi said those words, and everything in the world to me. I can't get through this, and I'll never become the Wizard King.
This is where you gotta push past your limits. If you don't, then your path ends here.
No matter what it takes, even if it means becoming a devil, I have to push past my limits. No point in asking if I can. I have to, so I will. Right here, right now. I'll push past my limits. This is it. This is right now. All I've got.
Well done, Asta. You're crazy. Thanks.
Alright, so I'm done with squats. I had leg extensions, 3 sets of 12 with an AMRAP on the last one. So I'm just gonna get my knee sleeves off before that, and also like just catch my breath a little bit, because 6 sets, it's just that I did recently, usually when I have volume block for like the first time after a strength block, I can feel like, you know, high reps are really hard just for like catching my breath, but I just had a volume block, so it shouldn't be like that. But this volume block, I had to go easy, like the entire block, because I had so much accumulated fatigue. And so, well, basically, this is the first time I've been using the squats in a while, so, and the single was good, and the single was very good. Alright. These are actually quite hard to get off, and the newer, so if you remember, SPD had dropped, you know, their 7mm powerlifting these days, but then they updated them a little bit to get better grip, and I feel like these ones now are even stiffer than the previous ones, and the grip is so good, so they're actually a little bit harder to get off, but they sit way better when I squat, so I really like them. The thing with these though is they're very new, because I didn't have a pair of red, so SD sent me them, you know, the original color, because otherwise the only like new version I had was like the blue and the orange from Forge and the Reflect Summer Collection, and you know, I just want to use like a black and the original one for Sheffield. So they sent me those, but even though it was my normal size, they were just a little bit stiffer, and I gained a little bit of weight. So now I'm back to like my normal weight, but at that time I had gained a little bit of weight, and so they were actually so tight on my legs that I got them off, and then my boyfriend had to come and help me to get them off, because I couldn't get them off myself. But I just put them over a bottle here, and you know, now I use them a couple times, so now I can always have them. was like when they're brand new, I kinda just couldn't use them in the same manner because they were just like way too stiff. But now I use it like 3 times and it's normal. So that can just be a thing with every knee sleeve. Like give it a couple of times, even though they're tight. It doesn't have to be like super tight, of course. But you can just use a bottle or something. I had like a juice bottle that's thicker and I just pressed it over and had it there for like 10 minutes and then it was fine to just pull up. So that's like the one thing. And it can also help like put them on before you get a pump or anything in your legs. Because obviously if you get a pump or something, you know, your legs are gonna grow a little bit from blood volume, so your muscles are gonna get a little bit thicker, it can be hard to get up. Either way, enough of knee sleeve talk. That was a good squat session. So actually, the plan for the end of this block was actually 190 in week 4. And normally I would never like go heavier, but I did 180 last week and I did it today again and it moved so much better. And it was a solid RB8 with 190, I think I got more. So I'm very, very happy with that. Let's see what happens next week, what do we take next week. But you know, my PR in comp is 193, so that's nice. Now I can do like 190 casually in training like all the time, basically almost, and hit depth and everything. So I'm very, very happy with how it moved. And I did get tired from it, I could feel that because I had way more control. Last week, after the deload, I was like boiled spaghetti, so 180 didn't move well. But now I have more control and more tension, so it moved way better. So that's why I actually did 3 sets of 5 at 150 last week. So I wanted to maybe do like 155, but 150 was like RB67, so I decided to stay there since I went up for the single. You know, okay, I stay on my reps. It was still like more than last week since now I did 6s. Last week I did 5s on it, so it's still like an increase. And obviously I don't want to go push too hard now, because then I'm not gonna be in shape for the competition. And it's like 5 weeks left now, I think. But time literally just flies. It's crazy. Alright, I think I've rested enough now. Yeah, time is ticking. So I'm gonna go and do leg extensions, 3 sets of 12, and I'll talk to you after. Got the AMRAP on the last one, which I usually never do. Otherwise, like I write my program on like papers, and I have these papers anywhere. I have no order in it, but either way, that's fine. So that was a good session. I'm done. On the last set of the leg extensions, I realized the weight was actually a little bit too heavy because it was supposed to be RP7 and then an AMRAP, so as many reps as I can do on the last set. And that means if it's RP7, I should probably be able to do around 15. So that was my goal. I did do 15, but like on the last 3 reps, like, or actually like 4 or 5 reps, and it was only like half reps. Like I couldn't get it all the way up or use like this exact same control. But either way, I'm happy with it. That means probably like just keep the weight or slightly lower on the next week. With that said, I also just went on a walk right after the session, and I'm just gonna have actually like a post-workout meal of 2 boiled eggs. So 2 boiled eggs here, and also some yogurt I have as well in a shaker, and that's standing right there on the table. And now I actually am just gonna chill a little bit in the sofa, and like just not chill, but just like sit down, take it easy for just a little while in the sofa, and probably like I'll check my computer and check some stuff as well, and then I'm just gonna go straight into working. It's starting to get dark outside, so I wanted to hit that walk while it's still light, because in Sweden, and especially in the north of Sweden where I live, you know, sun starts to go down like 1 p.m. right now, so it's like when it's 2 p.m. it's starting to get dark. At 3 p.m. it is like pitch dark. And I don't have my phone here so I can check the time. But due to the fact that it's getting dark outside, I think that it's probably just before 2 p.m. That's my guess. Probably just before 2 p.m. right now. So that means I just need to start working. But so I wanted to take that walk right now. Usually I would work and then have a break in the middle instead of like working for a long time. But like I just want to get light. It's not even sun because the sun is so low in the sky that it doesn't rise above the trees right now. So even if I'm outside and the sun is out, like today is very cloudy, but if it's not cloudy, like you still can't get in the sun. That's like Sweden in December and November, and then like after New Year's it starts gradually building it lighter again until, you know, like in summer we get 24 hours of sunlight at one point and then it just gets darker and darker again. So it's like the cycle. Either way, so I'm gonna have my snack and yeah, then I'm just gonna get to work. But this was a good start to this week and I'm gonna see you again next week. So this will be it for this video. I could do, maybe, you can let me know, do you like me to do one session? That will definitely keep the video a little bit shorter. Or do you want me to like put multiple sessions together into like one video and maybe have it longer? Because I could probably do that maybe as well sometimes from time to time, rather than just having one session. Either way, I'm very happy about this. 190 was so it was a good one, and now I'm gonna go relax a little bit and just chill, and then tomorrow it's heavy bench. So, you know, no rest for the wicked. I had a rest day yesterday, but you know, now it's 5 weeks away, so gotta push. So stay tuned for next week. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you in that. We are 5 weeks out for Sheffield. Let's do this.